Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and going for my morning bike ride, and thought I would tell you a story. In previous videos, I was telling about when I was a kid and when I was in junior high, but I think it's time to advance up to at least a high school. Tell you some things that happened in some of my stories when I was in high school, things that I can remember. So that's what we're going to get up to today. Now, got a truck coming my direction here, so I have to be kind of careful. When I was in my sophomore year of high school, my folks moved from downtown Seattle out to by the Seattle Tacoma Airport, SeaTac, and that's where my dad worked. And so that made it very convenient for him. So I transferred from, at the end of the first semester, I transferred from Garfield High School in Seattle to Highline High School out south of Seattle. And of course, eventually I went there for another semester and another year, and then Highline District built another school called Mount Rainier, and it was in my area, so I transferred to my last year of school was at Mount Rainier. Well, anyway, when I got to Highline, because my dad worked for United, and he had a friend who worked with him, and his friend had a son who was about my age, and so we got, they told me to look for him, and he looked for me, and so we met there at the high school and became friends. His name was Henry, and we didn't have exactly the same interests, but we had much the same. And so we started hanging out together. For one thing, I had a car and he didn't, or I had access to a vehicle, and he didn't. So then when he hung out with me, he got to go places. So anyway, so we got acquainted, and then let me see. I was pretty good when I was in junior high. I got interested in gymnastics, and I did a lot of exercise stuff, and so I was in pretty good shape. And Henry, he was pretty good. He was pretty agile, and so we kind of hung out together, and we became good friends. In fact, we had several classes together, and one of them was physical education. And this one particular Friday, they decided that we would dance with the girls for our PE class. Well, I didn't want to dance with the girls. Henry didn't want to dance with the girls. So we told our teacher it was against our religion to dance. And he believed us. And so he just told us to go play in the gym during that period. It was the last hour of the day, too, so we could have skipped school. But we went into the gym and, fooled around a little bit. And then we finally decided, okay, let's jump on the trampoline. So he's jumping on the trampoline, and that gymnasium had a mezzanine around it where they would run laps. And I said, let's get up on the mezzanine and jump down onto the trampoline. That'd be kind of fun. But the only thing is the door was locked. You couldn't get up to the mezzanine. So I looked around, and if you know what a springboard is, they use it in all kinds of activities and gymnastics and stuff. Well, they had a springboard there, and so I scooted the springboard springboard over underneath the basketball hoop, and I was able to run and jump because I was short, I couldn't reach up to them. So I was able to run and jump and grab the hoop, and I was in good enough shape that I could pull my whole body up with my arms, get up on the hoop, and then crawl up on the on the top of the basketball backboard, and then crawl over the fence or crawl over the rail that goes to the mezzanine. So I was able to get up there. Well, then Henry, he wasn't quite as agile I was, but he actually able to make it, and I think I probably helped him or something. I can't remember. So anyway, he got up on the mezzanine with me, and we had already moved the trampoline to a good spot where we could jump off onto it. So we went over to where the trampoline was, and got some kind of, they're doing some kind of work up here. Oh, I see, that guy's blowing leaves. Anyway, so I decided I'd be first, so I climbed over the railing, stood up above the trampoline, leaned out, and let go. Now, if you've done any trampoline work, then you know that you can do a tuck, land on your butt, or you can jump with your legs and up and down with your legs. And so we're going to go this way. I don't know if I've ever been this way or not. I think I have. Okay, so anyway, when I jumped off the trampoline, or jumped off the mezzanine onto the trampoline, well, as I came down, I put myself into a tuck position, and in the tuck position, then you land on your butt, and then you bounce up again. So I tucked, bounced, came up, and there was I came up eye level with Henry, and smiled, and went down, and came up next time not quite so high, and then finally stopped bouncing. And so then I quickly hit the springboard, got up on the mezzanine, came around to where he was, and he said he was going to try it. Now Henry, poor guy. Anyway, so he leans over the edge of the mezzanine and lets go and drops down. He bounces, and when he comes up, he's got blood all over his face, and he's a mess. And he goes down, comes up again, goes down, comes up again. So what happened was, instead of going into a tuck position, he left his legs straight. And when his legs hit the trampoline, of course they didn't have enough muscle to stay straight, and so they came up and his knees hit him right in the face, and that's what caused all the blood. So anyway, and then of course, instead of waiting around, we just went ahead and skipped school, and I'm trying to find a way to get out of here to where I usually ride my bike or my trike. Maybe we'll be able to find it, I don't know. Anyway, so that's the story from high school, and that was probably one of the first things that we did together. And well, I was going to say something else. I can't remember what it was. So we'll go over here with these folks. And so anyway, can I get through that housing project from here?
Yeah, so you go on the left,
Uh-huh.
and you'll catch it.
Oh.
Go left and catch right, then go left again, you'll see it come through.
Okay, thank you for your help. All right, so now I know how to get home. Anyway, so we were still at Highline High School when we did that. Hadn't moved to the new one yet. And so that was an experience. And by the way, in my last video, I'm not going to keep doing this, but in my last video I explained that if you want to keep getting these videos, then subscribe, okay? and then click on the little bell when you subscribe. If you don't click the bell, you won't get any notifications. All right, so anyway, that's today's story. I thank you for watching my videos, and God bless.